What's going on, people? Then welcome back to another possession-based podcast. We're on a penultimate episode. Well, we're gonna do more than 10, but it's episode 9 right now. And I'd like to introduce my good friend Abdi. Welcome, Abdi, bro.
How are you?
Welcome, bro.
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So we're gonna dive straight into it. Um, well, it seems a while since Premier League football just kicked off because of the Europa League drama on Thursdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays. But we'll kick it off with the reaction to Arsenal Spurs 2-1 to the Gunners. Abdi, you went 3-1 last week with old school Gunner, didn't you?
Yeah.
What's that all about, bro?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it?
Bro, that was one
Why
of
are
the
you
biggest
going with the
mistakes.
energy today? Yeah. That-
What's that, bro?
yeah.
Hello. Yeah. So I think technical difficulties with Abdi's cutting out. Um. Yeah. So basically, Arsenal beat Spurs 2-1. Sorry about that, guys. And yeah, it was pretty dominant display by Arsenal. Dominate the match. Spurs were nowhere to be seen. I mean, like they had a couple chances towards the last five when they got actually red card. You had Human Song coming off, pulling his hamstring. He'll be out for a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and then we just ultimately dominated the game. We just from start to finish, I think we had most possession of the ball. They didn't want to press. I mean, like we when we had the ball, we used it well. Do you know what I mean? We had a couple chances in the first half where we should have scored. Son gets injured. Lamella comes on. What a beautiful goal! I mean, like, I'm a top gooner. I mean, like, I back Arsenal throughout anything, but
Yeah, what a
that was
goal.
a quality. I know, bro, that was such a quality goal. Honestly, I mean, like it's like a little jinx going on because last year we
That's
scored
bad,
a
bro.
banger with Lacazette, and then they went the other end and scored. I mean, like
Oh,
we
yeah. Yeah.
because it just happens. I seem to think that when we score bangers, or that when one team score bangers, the other team goes and wins. So let's just keep it simple football, please, and get a fluky goal. Because I'll take that. I'll take a win over Spurs any day of the week. Do you know what I mean? But I think Spurs what didn't turn up. I mean, like
Mm,
pretty
yeah.
poor week for Spurs fans and Spurs in general. Um, dominated display by Arsenal once again. Um, what else can I add? There was a couple chances that we should have taken. I mean, scored with before before Spurs scored and Lamela came on,
Yeah.
but it just goes to show we need to work on our finishing even more. And it goes to show in our Thursday game we need to work on our finishing as well. But I'll keep within the Spurs subject. Lamela scores a Rabona goal. Everyone's seen it at the moment. It's on the internet. It's viral. It goes through Partey's legs. What a goal it was! I mean, like there's no defending that. It's like one of those screamers where you have to applaud it. I mean, like, if I was in the stadium, I'd probably boo it. Do you know what I mean? Just because it's Spurs, but it is what it is. You got to applaud it, man.
yeah.
Deep down, you've got to
Yeah.
applaud it, bro. And yeah, then we go down the other end. Odegaard scores on the stroke of half time, going to the half 1-1. I mean, like we deserve to be winning the half because we've been dominating it, but ultimately it's 1-1. And then second half we come out, more chances need to be taken. It's just like the United game all over again. Like we couldn't finish, but we ultimately won, which was the best team won, as Jose meant to say, not the best team lost. We obviously dominated them, and then Sanchez got what a beautiful ball by Pepe, plays in Lacazette, and then he's like skies it, but then Sanchez takes him out. So I think it's a penalty, to be honest. I mean, like if it was the other way around, it would have been a penalty, like if it guaranteed because they love giving the stuff out against Arsenal. But um, Sanchez, stupid mistake, gave away penalty. Lacazette, cool as a cucumber, slots it away. We win 2-1. Oh, and Lamela goes and gets sent off. I mean, like it's only Spurs who
Yeah.
can score the best goal, one of the goals of the week, goals of the season, and goes in, and that same player goes in and gets a red card. I mean, like Abdi, what was your thoughts on the game, bro?
And they lose the match.
And
I think for about 80 minutes or 75 minutes, it was a pretty dominant performance by us. Arsenal, I think what stood out for me was I don't think I've ever seen Arsenal press like that. Like they were hunting in packs. Like you had 3 or 4 players, like particularly targeting the Spurs defenders when they were playing out from the back. And I don't think I've ever seen that good of a structural organization from Arsenal in I don't think ever. Like it genuinely was very good. And yeah, I mean, apart from like the last 10 minutes, I remember you telling me like Arsenal were a bit shaky, but I think it's just a little bit natural when the team losing just throws the kitchen sink at it. But other than that, it probably should have been 2-3 comfortably. Spurs, apart from the Lamella chance, and I think Harry Kane hit the post, if I remember correctly. Apart from that, they didn't have any proper chances. Leonard literally was just standing there after game. So it was a very well-deserved victory by Arsenal. And Spurs, it was just baffling to see them just park the bus that bad.
I mean, like when you've got a team with Son, Kane, Bale, Mora. I mean, like you've got to go and attack. You can't defend with those players. It's kind of stupid, like when you've got these type of players and you're defending, like, and you got Ndombele as well in the DM. But what's going on here? Hello? Oh shit! This internet connection is wilding people, but yeah. So as I was saying, sorry about this, guys. Abdi just bugging out. I'll let him regroup. I'll remove him. I'll let him regroup. So as a gooner, I'm giving all the smoke to all you Spurs fans. All the people talking shit about Arsenal, bro. Where are you now? You lost to a team in 10th, blood. Jeez, you can't touch us. I mean, like you beat us this season, but you ain't on our level no more, bro. You go chat to Brighton and Fulham and them, man. Go chat to Zagreb and them, man. You know the ones there. But yeah, Abdi will rejoin me in a minute, and yeah, what a dominant display by Arsenal, as I said again. And yeah, we move on. 3 points. Quick North London derby and North London derby W. And we go again. You know the ones there. I'm just going to touch on other games. We've got... oh, wait, Abdi's here. Abdi's back. Hello? Yo, bro, you're sideways, bro.
Is it? Okay. I know why.
Little technical difficulty there. Yeah, Abdi's sideways. Yeah, this podcast being a bit shambles at the start, but we'll go into it, people. Is this okay? It's not working. Sorry about this, guys. Is internet connection and services are a bit bad at the moment. As you see, Instagram, Snapchat, and all these other social media services are going down. And yeah, so what else can I touch on? Manchester United beating West Ham 1-0. I mean, like, it was a very boring game. I fell asleep in the game. But United ultimately get the 3 points, which is most deserved. I mean, like, Lingard weren't playing because obviously he was on loan from United, so he can't play. And, yeah, 3 points for United. Man City get their customary win against, oh, crap, I think it was against Fulham. I think they beat Fulham. So... yeah, City goes strong in the league again. Only a couple more games now until they clarified the league. Leeds drew 0-0 with Chelsea. Pretty boring game, to be honest. There was a couple chances in each game, but ultimately no one could score. We had who else? And who was the final one? Liverpool winning, beating Wolves 1-0. Is Abdi back now? Oh no, he's not. Abdi.
Sorry about that. So
Abdi,
yeah,
man,
sorry.
what's happening, bro?
The PC is moving a bit mad at the moment, but yeah, connection is stable.
Okay, Abdi's back.
Apologies about that.
No need to panic, people. Well, yeah, I was just talking about the games that just went. So United beating West Ham 1-0. City getting their customary win 3-0 of beating Fulham as expected. Only a couple games now till they actually win the league. Leeds drawing to Chelsea 0-0. I mean, there was chances in both games for both teams, but ultimately no one could score. And yeah, just touching on Liverpool beating Wolves. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, that game was on Monday. It was not the greatest of performances. I'd say it was a half decent performance, but I think at this stage of the season and the position we're in at the moment is just one of them ones where you just need the points. The performance at this stage of the season in the situation right now doesn't necessarily matter at the moment. It's just more about getting points at the stage and trying to maybe I don't think we will, but maybe try and sneak into the top 4 places. And yeah, I think we're something like 5 or 6 points off. It's not impossible. Don't think it will happen, but regarding the game against Wolves, yeah, like I said, it was a decent performance. I think Nathaniel Phillips stood out for me massively. I think Trent stood out massively as well. I think Pedro Neto is definitely one of the most trickiest wingers in the league in terms of like 1v1, and he is difficult to defend against. And I think Trent, I'd say apart from one moment where Neto did get past him, I think Trent did exceptionally well in that game. I think Nathaniel Phillips, I mean, that guy could head a brick wall and he'd be perfectly okay with it. He heads every single ball. And I think Fabinho and Thiago work perfectly. Like I've said for ages, I said as soon as we get Fabinho, Henderson, when we're playing with proper centre halves at the back, not like having one midfielder or 2 midfielders, and the team is more balanced. And when the players up their levels, I've always said Thiago will start to shine. Against Leipzig, both home and away, he was really good, especially the home leg. And against Wolves, he was pretty good as well. So yeah, I think Jota coming back has helped massively. He started the season unbelievably well. I think there's something like 9 goals in 10 games or something. He scored a Champions League hat-trick as well. But yeah, he obviously got that injury, but he's come back, and boy, he looks so good. And he's playing in a bit of a weird role where he's kind of playing up front / on the wing as well, like he's everywhere. Scored a really good goal. I think the link up was pretty nice as well. I think Salah playing in the ball after Mane had put him through. So yeah, it's pretty decent performance. It's 3 points. Wolves aren't the best of sides at the moment, and we can't get overly gassed with it. But I mean, a win's a win, and we'll take it.
Yeah, it's good seeing Jota, a bit controversial, scoring against his former team, innit? But you lot signed him permanently now, innit? So that's what you lot get. I mean, like you lot play him as a centre forward striker and a left wing. Like he's got the free roaming role, but not as creative as Firmino. He's more of a finisher, which I understand. I mean, like he's a good player. I mean, like I would want Jota in my team. He's a quality baller. Do you know what I mean? And it takes one Portuguese player away from Wolves.
From Wolves,
which was a good thing. We've got these comments coming in from Diego saying, what do you think about winning Europa League? So yeah, ultimately we're gonna make the show a bit shorter, guys, today, because both of us got things to do, especially me. And yeah, we're gonna touch on that in a minute, bro. And you got Abdi saying you need a trim. Yeah, everyone needs I've got do-rag on today, man. It can't be asked to show my trim. Nice show, thank you. Make sure you drop a like and I think that if that goal was scored in a normal game and not between rivals, everyone would applaud it. You know, I applauded it. No, I mean, like, I didn't, like, applaud, like, clap, say, well done, what a goal. I mean, like, I'd say that's a good goal. Do you know what I mean? I don't like jammy shit scored against me, like, a little tapping. I hate it. Or, like, a fluky goal. Like, against, Abdi, you remember in the Community Shield when you played us, right? Do you remember Minamino's goal?
Yeah, it was a bit
I hate those type of goals. Yeah. I hate it because it's like bouncing everywhere and just goes in. I hate it. I mean, like when it's for me, I don't mind. But I hate it when it comes against, you know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah.
Quick question. Does Harry Kane go missing in big games? I mean, like, I see this going online at the moment with Harry Kane. I'm not too sure because against us, that's a big game and he turns up. Do you know what I mean? He always turns up in the North London derby. I mean, like last game he didn't, but the game before at Spurs' ground, he did. I mean, like, he's a high-scoring North London derby player. I mean, if that's not a big game, then I think are you talking about the big 6 overall as a collective, or are you just talking about certain games? Because against us, I can't say he don't go missing because I'm shook of Kane. I mean, Abdi against Spurs, do you fear Kane? Does he do anything?
I don't think Kane has ever done anything against Liverpool like that for years, but I think it's not really Kane's fault. I think it's the style of play. When your team is parking the bus for 90 minutes and you're literally playing as a midfielder when you should be in the box, it's a bit hard. It's a bit 50-50. I think his record against the big 6 ain't great. Apart from Arsenal, it's not really good like that. But it's a bit 50-50 with it, you know. with that style of play, you're never going to get chances. So yeah, it's a difficult one.
Okay. Oh, she I'm correct in saying moments, not games. Like when he potentially can take Spurs to a trophy. I mean, like, against us, right? He didn't have that many chances. We're just talking about the last 2 games, but against who did they lose to? Dynamo Zagreb.
Dynamo Zagreb, I think. Yeah.
Moment. There was a chance where he obviously should have tucked that away, but it was just a mad save by the keeper. I mean, like, that would have been a big moment, but just a great play by the keeper. For example, in a recent game that wasn't big, he went missing. I mean, like, yeah, but you can't really blame it all on Kane because I think Kane's a cold baller. Honestly, I think if he was in a City team, top scorer in the league. Honestly, I think so. If Kane was in the City's team, he'll be top scorer. Honestly, and I think if he sort of played for United, he would have got more goals. But it's the way Spurs play Kane because, as Abdi said, he plays as a midfielder or a false nine most of the time to drop in behind, and Son is the one that goes make overlapping runs. Do you know what I mean? He plays like a Firmino or even a deeper, like a DM sometimes when he picks
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my opinion on Kane. Like, I mean, like, he's a quality finisher. Like, if we're on goal, he's always gonna score. Do you know what I mean? But that's the thing. We're gonna touch on the Champions League draws first. We'll touch on that first. So I'll read it out if I've got it up somewhere. Let's go to the UEFA because I wanna see where people actually came in the group, as in like where they play next. So in the first bracket, we have Manchester City against Borussia Dortmund versus Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. We'll talk on that first. Jadon Sancho back to City. Abdi. Haaland versus Diaz and Stones.
Yeah.
What else is there? Just a big game overall. I mean, like, whoever wins that is probably one of the most favorites to win the Champions League in that column, that sector there. You think? What do you think?
I'd agree, but on the other side, you have Bayern and PSG. One of those two teams that played them in the semi. I think that game could be like a 5-3 or something, like the Monaco game a few years ago. I think it's basically City, like, no disrespect, but it's basically City versus Haaland and maybe Sancho. Sancho is an interesting story because he obviously left City saying, "Oh, I didn't get enough game time," and he's gone to Dortmund and Gnabry Part 2, and he's done very well in Germany. He's had a really good few months. The beginning of the season wasn't good for him, but since Christmas or so, he's been on fire. Erling Braut Haaland, that guy is a robot. He's a machine. That guy is so clinical. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. So, I mean, Diaz and Stones. I mean, City have been keeping clean sheets for fun this season, so it'll be really interesting to see if they can keep him out. But yeah, it's a really good matchup. Two teams that play attacking football. Two teams that play on the front foot. So we're basically guaranteed goals. So it's going to be a fun match.
Hopefully City don't like play their normal boring self sometimes and just pass it around for no reason, like try pass it into the net like what Wenger tried to do. In the other column, we got Real Madrid versus Liverpool.
Yeah,
Real Madrid. Yeah, I was reading that. I'm thinking, no, that's in the app. I think that's in the wrong. I think they messed up. Wait, 1 minute, mate.
The winner of Real Liverpool plays Chelsea or Porto.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we've got Bayern PSG, two favourites of which I bugged out. The thing messed up. So we got Bayern Munich versus PSG. Repeat of last year's final. We've got a big game. Two heavyweights going at it. You've got Neymar and Mbappe. Obviously, you've got the whole Bayern team, Lewandowski mainly. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be a killer game. One of the giant heavyweights are gonna go. So yeah, what else is to say? I mean, I could look forward to that one. Hopefully, it's not a boring game. Nothing else really to say, to be honest. But yeah, Abdi, thoughts?
Yeah, rematch of last year's final. Last year's final was a bit disappointing in terms of like the attacking play. Like, there wasn't really that many chances. But I think this one will be a bit different. I think PSG have improved somewhat since Pochettino's come in.
Yeah.
Bayern are an unstoppable machine. I think that's like 6 trophies in a year. They're the defending champions. They're the defending German champions. They're defending world champions. So yeah, they're an absolute machine. Bayern haven't lost a Champions League game since I think it's March or April 2019 or something. They're on some mad unbeaten streak. I do think Bayern will go through. I think PSG just lack that mentality in the Champions League. Bayern have been there and done it, and PSG, I think losing the final was a bit of a watershed moment. I think that was their moment to, get Champions League glory, to become champions of Europe for the first time and stamp their authority, because that's all their owners want. So yeah, obviously PSG basically destroyed Barcelona, but it's a bit hard to gauge how good they are with Bayern because Barcelona aren't that good at the moment. So yeah, and Bayern are just ruthlessly efficient. I think if PSG are a bit lackluster at the back, because Barcelona still had a few chances, then Lewandowski, Gnabry, they'll just eat them up. So yeah, you'd make Bayern favourites for that game.
Yeah, exactly. In the other bracket, we have Real Madrid versus Liverpool. As Ahmed said here, City versus Liverpool Champions League final. Exactly. Oh, sorry, I missed the comments coming from Omar. Dortmund will play into City's hands. They keep attacking too much. Happened to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yep, fair enough. Good point, Omar. I mean, I didn't know you actually watched City games, but yeah, we'll keep it moving. We've got Liverpool versus Real Madrid, or should I say Real Madrid versus Liverpool. The repeat of the 2018,
yeah.
Where Ramos against Salah. Yeah, I'd love to see that one again. Well, is Salah going to get revenge, or is Ramos going to repeat? Real Madrid not having Ronaldo obviously look like a better team as a whole. They've got more younger players coming in. They've got Vinicius missing chances. He's like the Ousmane Dembele. I mean, like crazy play outside the box. And when it comes to finishing, he's not there, honestly. But I think it'll be a good game. Liverpool, I don't know, they're gonna if hopefully some more players. I don't know with Abdi, but because Abdi's a Liverpool fan, I don't if more players will be back fit, and if you don't have a stronger 11, maybe you take on Real Madrid. It'll be a more interesting game. I mean, like if Van Dijk and Gomez were fit, I think it'll be a much better game. As in, like it'll be more fairer. But I think the slight advantage goes into Real Madrid, like with the leaders they have on the pitch, like Ramos and except Varane, even who's in goal, Courtois, Benzema. Do you know what I mean? The experienced players who know how to win the Champions League. Not saying Liverpool don't, because they have, but they've got Van Dijk missing. They've got Henderson not really on it as much as he was early in the season, and
he's injured, bro.
He's injured, exactly. I don't even know. But yeah, who else are your leaders on the pitch? You got Robertson barking, but I don't know. Thiago maybe. Thiago, that's a good shout. He knows what to do in the Champions League.
Of course, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No joke.
So I mean, like that'll be a very interesting game. I'll clearly watch that over the next fixture, which is Porto Chelsea. I mean, like I would watch that. I'd watch it obviously, but if like Liverpool Real Madrid is on the same time, I'm watching Liverpool Real Madrid. Honestly, sorry. I mean, like it's just foreign matches now. So you got like Germany versus France. You got England versus Germany. You got Spain versus England. You got England versus Portugal. I mean, like it's all interesting. It's not no England. I mean, like I like to see England teams face off each other, but more in the final, honestly, but not in these type of games. But yeah, Abdi, what's your thoughts on the Liverpool tie? Who did you want? Anyone else? Did you want Real Madrid or who?
I think everyone wanted Porto, but I think apart from Porto, I wanted Madrid. I think aside from us and aside from Porto, I think Madrid are like they're not weak, but they're the weakest team. Like with Dortmund, you've got Haaland, and I don't want Haaland running against our defense at the moment.
Kabak, yeah.
Yeah, Kabak and Phillips and Reece Williams, etc.
Yeah.
And the other teams just overall much better at the moment. Bayern, City, PSG, and Chelsea as well. You got to put Chelsea in that bracket as well. So Madrid are the team. I mean, you still gotta be careful with them because they're one of them teams that they're a bit up and down. But like when Zidane turns up and is a must-win game and he says tomorrow is a final, Madrid always turn up. Benzema, he's been scoring goals. Modric and Cruz, I mean, yes, they're getting on a little bit, but they're still playing at a really good level, and they've obviously got many Champions League wins under their belt. You've got Sergio Ramos at the back. He's going to be difficult to get past. But having said that, I do think we can trouble them. I think
Salah.
Salah, not that he isn't already a threat, but I think he will personally. I think a lot of people are gassing up a bit, but he will personally want to. He will be motivated for that. I think having Jota back is a big difference. I think he genuinely makes such a big difference in games for us. And Mane's not. I mean, Mane's not really had a good season at all, really, apart from the first month or so. But Mane in the Champions League final in 2018, he obviously scored a goal, and in the Champions League this season, Mane has actually played well and he has turned up. I think you naturally got to be a bit worried with our defense, but Madrid are, apart from Porto, the team that I wanted. Gives a chance of revenge, I guess. It's going to be interesting. I think Madrid are slight favourites going into the game. I think we are the underdogs, but Liverpool and being an underdog in the Champions League just goes well together. Like, there's this tweet that I saw in 2005. Liverpool beat a German team in the round of 16. Liverpool won in the top four. Chelsea beat I forgot who the team. Chelsea beat a Spanish team, etc. I think is the stars are like the finals in Istanbul. I think if there's any team that can do an underdog story in the Champions League, I think it's Liverpool. And Madrid are favourites in the game. It is a bit worrying, I guess, having Vinicius and Benzema running at.
But saying that, bro, do you actually think Liverpool with this team could take on Bayern Munich? I mean, like, they're gonna
Bayern Munich? No, not Bayern.
Yeah,
not
so
Bayern.
If you're saying the underdog story, I mean, you're hoping that Bayern Munich actually get eliminated. Because if like Arsenal in it, I don't want to play against PSG over Bayern. I mean, like, look at our track record against Bayern. Do you know what I mean? They'll demolish teams. They'll finish you off. Honestly, I like the players. They're good players. You know what I mean? We've got Omar saying Origi will be the decisive player. Watch. He done against Barcelona. Maybe he could do it against Real Madrid. You never know. Yeah, we're gonna get into the main event, the main European competition that we care about. No one really cares about Champions League. It's got boring now. We're getting into the Europa League. All right. So we have. Nope. Sorry, I just saw a picture of Bruno and Pogba. I'm like, nah, it's not it, bro. Do you know what I mean? So we have Granada against Manchester United, Arsenal versus Slavia Prague. I don't care about no one else, bro. So I'm not really. I've got Ajax, Roma, and Dynamo Zagreb versus Villarreal. Wait, what? There's only 2, 4. Oh yeah, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 ties. Sorry, I messed up. So yeah, so Dynamo Zagreb, the conquerors of Spurs, going up against Villarreal, Unai Emery. I mean, I hope Villarreal knock them out so we can play them next, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So I don't care about the Spanish teams. I'm not armoured. We're both not armoured. We don't care. So we've got Roma against Ajax. I mean, like, Ajax, they smacked up the other team they just played, and Roma smacked up the other team. So that'll be one good team knocking out. And let's talk about Granada versus Manchester United. I mean, like, Granada, I mean, that's easy for United to go through. I mean, that's the easiest team to play. I mean, I think United got blessed, to be honest. I mean, like, there's nothing else I could say. They beat Milan 1-0 in the second leg. They got the crucial away goal due to Paul Pogba coming on and does what he does best. That's what I said. I take Pogba over Bruno. That's my opinion. We've got comments coming in quickly saying, not gonna lie, Liverpool are underdogs because of the experience in the squad. So it'd be you learn to spell and then go on to me, yeah? Despite for Liverpool to not show up. I don't understand. Let's try and make sense of what you're saying. Not going to lie, Liverpool are underdogs because of the experience in the squad. So it would be a shock despite the injuries for Liverpool to not show up. Do you understand what you're saying?
I think what it means is, one, we have Champions League winning experiences. It was only 1.5 years ago. And I think the other thing he's trying to say is we've turned up in. I think what he's trying to indirectly say is that we have turned up in the Champions League. I think nobody gave us a chance against Leipzig, and we beat them 4-0 in aggregate, and it was a comfortable victory, and it could have been 5 or 6. And yes, the Premier League is a different kettle of fish at the moment, but with the Champions League, teams, I mean, apart from Atletico Madrid, teams are actually going to come out and play, and that's the difference. When teams come out and play against us, we're a lot better. I think that's the issue with the Wolves game. The Wolves game wasn't really good because Wolves are parking the bus and we struggled to break them down, etc.
Yeah.
But when we're playing teams that come on the front foot and actually want to try against us, then we're a much better team, and it allows us to attack rather than focus on the defense. And I also think having Fabinho back in DM helps massively, helps Thiago play well. Obviously, Fabinho is world class at what he does, and having Jota back massively helps boost our chances as well. So I think what he's trying to say is like we have turned up. So I think if we suddenly put in a Premier League type performance, it would be a bit of a shock. That is what he's trying to say.
Oh, okay. So Omar saying if you're going to talk about Europa League, then talk about the. I'm not going to say that word on your left, Andre, for the Spurs game. What? I don't
Talk about the
understand
Satan on your left.
My left. Are you talking about you?
I don't know.
I
don't know what. If he's talking about the prediction I made, but I don't think it's that. Like, you might want to rephrase what you said.
I don't know what you're saying, bro. I don't speak Ahmed. Lads, of course, City get another easy draw. What do you expect? No, I wouldn't say that's an easy draw.
I wouldn't say it's an easy draw.
I would say, no, I think the rest of the team, I don't think that's an easy. They can't say that.
Chelsea got the easy draw.
Chelsea got the easier draw. I mean, like with their manager as well. You never know. Who jinxed the Spurs game? Oh, could you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I didn't understand what you're saying. So what it is, behind the scenes we have a group chat, right? And Abdi, basically, wherever he calls, the opposite happens. So he said that Spurs are gonna win, and what happened? Spurs lost. So
Spurs lost.
We'll talk about Spurs getting knocked out of the Europa League. I mean, like Jose Mourinho. I mean, like, bro, he was brought in to do one thing, and that's to win trophies. He's out of the FA Cup. He's in the Carabao Cup final. Ooh, Carabao Cup. I mean, Europa League, he's a top dollar manager. He's getting paid a lot of money to win these type of competitions. I know. I don't know the figures in that, but how much was it? Sorry?
15 million a year. It's crazy.
15 million a bloody year to win the Carabao Cup. I mean, like, they're making such a big loss with him. Wow. And some people in our fan base wanted to get Mourinho in. I mean, like, I think it would have worked with our team because we've got a more faster team, as in like Aubameyang. Arteta tried it, but Arteta's got new ideas. I mean, like, Mourinho's was an old bastard. I mean, like, his time's done. Do you know what I mean? I think just go to the MLS or go to the Italian league and manage that in Milan. No one's there because Milan looked shocking against United. So we've got Spurs getting knocked out. I mean, losing 3-0 in the second leg, very shambolic by Spurs. I mean, like, I'm not going to rub it in their faces because the game's died out a bit more. But I think it was yesterday I was celebrating when that third goal went in. I mean, like, the Arsenal game finished and we lost 1-0. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it was a poor performance by Arsenal. Quickly, just to touch on it, poor performance by Arsenal. No one could finish. Aubameyang couldn't finish his dinner. Pepe was decent, but people kept getting in the way. El Arabi obviously scores against us. I mean, like, poor performances all around for everyone, and people need to be more vocal on the pitch, I believe, with Arsenal. But yeah, we're through ultimately, so there's nothing else we could really talk about. United beating Milan 1-0. Pogba strikes again, comes off the bench, scores within the first 5 minutes. Game's done. I called it from early. Spurs losing 3-0 in extra time. I mean, like, I knew they were going to lose. When they were losing 2-0, I was like, yep, I know it's happening. And what happened? Kane misses a sitter. I mean, it ultimately goes down as a miss, but it was a quality save by the keeper. You had Mourinho losing his shit on the bench. You had Bale popping long shots. He's just clueless. You had, obviously, Son was out, but they can't pin all hopes on Son. You had Højbjerg suspended, I think, and I think someone got that was our game. Someone got sent off. But yeah, what's his name? Olsic or something like that.
Oh, it's hat trick. Yeah.
Hat trick for Arsenal. For not Arsenal, sorry. For Dynamo Zagreb, sends them through to the next round. Fair play to them. So now they play Villarreal. We've got Roma against Ajax. I mean, that's pretty crap game. I mean, it'll be a good game to eliminate one of those. But yeah, Ajax versus Roma. You got Granada versus Man United. Comfortable semi-final for United. Honestly, they've got Roberto Soldado. I think Granada. That's the only player I know. And Arsenal play the racist Slavia Prague, I'm hearing. So, I mean, like we're in the first. Well, what I'd prefer, right? What we've got the home leg first. That way we can cancel out any away goals. Because I prefer a home leg first because we always seem to bottle it in the second leg if we're at home. Because against Olympiacos last season, what happened? Against Olympiacos this season, what happened? Nearly, we almost bottled it. You know the ones there. But ultimately, we're through. We placed Slavia Prague and. Yeah, just keep a clean sheet and score a couple goals. I mean, that play our strongest 11, and yeah, onwards and upwards. Hopefully, we buck United in the final. We dip them down. You know, the ones there. The chat's going up crazy when I was just talking.
Pick up the chat.
Big up the chat. Make sure you smash a like, please. Everyone smash a like. We're gonna go for another 20 minutes. The only people say it ain't easy because they got Haaland and Sancho. Without them, it would have been the easiest draw. And Porto have got a lot of experience in the Champions League, so Dortmund are easiest. Fair enough. I believe, yeah, I can back that point. I can vouch for that point still. But Dortmund have a good team. I mean, like they've got. I don't know about Royce. I don't really watch. I mean, Ahmed, he knows about the Bundesliga and all that. But Porto do have Champions League pedigree, and they know what they're doing in the competition. But out of all the games, Haaland, if you lock him out of the game, it'll be hard. Do you know what I mean? But I get where you're coming. That's what you're saying. Allow me that you got Granada. All right. So Omar and Shiab going back and forth. Personally, in my opinion, Arteta would be in the same predicament of Jose if we got knocked out of the Europa League. Wait, what? Personally, in my opinion, Arteta would be in the same predicament with Jose. If we got knocked out of the Europa League, we would have been in the same we would have been even worse. Honestly.
Probably, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
I mean, like we're low in position. We're not in the cup final. We're on the decline. I mean, like if we got knocked out, wow. I mean, like he would have got sacked. Hopefully, do you know what I mean? He didn't. I mean, wow. Especially if we had a 3-1 advantage, but I had a little water break there. Yeah, if Jose, is that what Ahmed said exactly? If Arteta got knocked out of the Europa League, he would have been in a worse position. I agree. Yeah, so we're playing Slavia Prague, and that's it really. Anything else to touch on? We'll touch on the games upcoming. I mean, like it's a crap week for football. This weekend because it's FA Cup football. But I mean, like you got Arsenal playing West Ham playing Arsenal, and Villa playing Spurs. I mean, that'll be a dope. That on Sunday it'll be a good game. Both good games. Cause I don't know why there's no football really. Why aren't Liverpool playing? I don't understand.
There's Liverpool in the FA Cup. What are you trying to say?
No, I'm talking about Premier League, bro.
Premier League, there's no games until Fulham and Leeds are playing this weekend. Apart from that, there's no games until the start of April when our two teams play each other.
Brighton are playing Newcastle on Saturday.
Seriously?
We're playing West Ham, and Villa are playing Spurs.
Then it might be games in hand. It probably is that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the next set of games are Saturday and 3rd of April. So that's after the international break.
Yeah. It's games in hand then.
Yeah. So hopefully Arsenal and United go into the finals. Fingers crossed. Please, I want that as a final. Honestly.
Internet would break.
I mean, wow. Imagine if I was there, boy. United final. I'd rather United final than Spurs final, honestly. Exactly what Shiab said. Arsenal versus Emery semi-final. Hopefully we dip them down and we go to the Genk, wherever it is. We hopefully United meet us there and we play a good, solid 90 minutes of football. Do you know what I mean? With a fully fit United team, fully fit Arsenal team, and we just go at it. Do you know what I mean? Like old school. But I believe if Arsenal, as I said the point earlier to some of my friends, if Arsenal and United are in the Europa League final and it's Bayern versus Liverpool final, I think Arsenal United final will be bigger. I don't know why. That's maybe from a Gooner's point of view, or even if it's City versus Chelsea, City, Porto, City, Liverpool, City, Madrid, even.
We're not gonna get to the Champions League final. The dumb person.
Who's that? You?
Yeah, Liverpool. There's no chance of Champions League final.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that's
Yeah.
my jinx coming in play.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. But if hopefully we go to the semi-finals, finals, and we win it. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. And yeah, I think that's going to round off the podcast, people. Is there any questions coming in? Because we're having a short one today. UEFA said people can attend the finals, but a limited amount. And no, don't do that. Honestly, that's going to ruin it. It's going to be like Baku again. Honestly, because the way they spaced it out like an oval, it pissed me off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the seats weren't even full. That's the thing as well.
But you lot don't need to worry. You lot ain't got no fans to go to the final. True. So I apologize, people, for last week. Just wanna put this out there. We were meant to have start of a new show last week Sunday, but stuff happened. People pulled out. People went on it. At the moment, we had to reschedule, and I was busy and all that. But this Sunday we have the start of a guarantee. I guarantee you lot, 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Sundays. Every Sunday it'll be me, drawn by Dre. You've got my G, Abdi as well, representing Liverpool. We've got more fans coming in, so we've got the five-a-side. So we've got Arsenal, Liverpool, United, City, and Chelsea. We've got us 5 clubs talking about it, having bants. We'll be having a crazy show. It'll be better than this one, hopefully. I mean, no, I'm joking. This one will be better. This is the only best one. Do you know what I mean? But that way, people getting it across. We and Abdi have agreed to stop doing forfeits on this podcast. So there'll be predictions, but there will be no forfeits. All the forfeits will be done on the five-a-side podcast because that's the main one. We want to get everyone involved. So at the end of every 3 weeks, we'll reschedule the points and see how many people who's on top, who's on the bottom. Person on the bottom will have to do a forfeit. Person on top will get leeway for the next forfeit. So we'll keep it rolling. You know the ones there, people. The rules will change. Yeah. We'll keep it rolling. You know what I mean? We'll keep you updated. But we will be back on Sunday at 8. We will be live. And eventually, WrestleMania will appear. And I will be doing a watch along with it. If any of you lot love wrestling, if any of you lot love wrestling on this podcast, hit me up in the comments. All my socials at JohnByDre_ on Instagram. And I'm not giving my snap, sorry, mate. But we're gonna be. I'm always acting on that. So if you want to do a collaboration on football, basketball, even wrestling, which I love. But I mean, mainly I don't really watch basketball as much, but wrestling or football, hit me up. We can do whatever. But I mainly do podcasts on this show. And people, it's got nothing to do with football or podcasts or anything. There'll be more videos coming out. This week I'm filming. So I'm filming an actual video by the Emirates Stadium this week because I'm a bit busy. Me and Abdi are a bit busy with uni and college and that because we're not in school, you know what I mean? We're a bit busy. We've got work and stuff to do, you know what I mean? So we'll be less active on the socials, but we will be posting our videos. I mean, we'll always link up on every Friday and every Sunday for a podcast. Maybe even one more. You never know. Being a bit cheeky, you know what?
Hey, go on.
You never know. You never know. So people.
Them ones.
But people, Oh, everyone said bring back old school Ghana. Oh, he might. Oh, people.
Controversial, isn't it?
Controversial. We love to see it. I
We'll
mean, he brought in
see.
the views last time. I mean, we have to get him in. What do you know about Booker T in his prime? Bro, I know a lot. Bro, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. You know, no one's there. The Spinneroonie. You don't know about that. Do you watch along with James Red? I mean, we've got Abdi Redmond here, so I mean, we don't need no other Liverpool fan here. We've only got Abdi. Any more comments, people, we can get in? We'll go for an extra.
Yeah, any quick questions? Yeah.
Any questions? Anything? Do you know what I mean about this new schedule we me and Abdi are doing? So we've got a five-a-side podcast every Sunday, and we have this podcast, possession-based podcast, on every Friday at 9. Okay, but the five-a-side will have more people, and it'll be like all of us spaced around. It would be better, hopefully. But yeah. Any more comments, people? I can take a couple more comments. Make sure you lot share this video and smash a like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Get the
Based
interaction.
on England 23 man squad, who missed out? Yeah, that's a good shout. Thank you, Omar. Forgot about that. Me and Abdi, yeah, just answering this quickly. Me and Abdi were meant to do. We agreed that we weren't going to do any forfeits because it's hard to implement it in a live stream. So we'll be doing it on the possession-based podcast. But me and Abdi just disagreed with the forfeits. We came to a mutual decision where not to do forfeits because Abdi's a pussy. I'm joking.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I did the forfeit. I don't want to hear it.
Abdi done it, but I didn't want to post it because it's not. I can't link it on there. I have to pay for this crap. I don't want to pay for it. Based on 23-man squad, who missed out? So I think I've got the 23-man squad here. I might have it. Why does it keep telling me to download this app? I don't want to download it. Thank you very much. I want to go to the England 23-man squad. So we have the goalkeepers: Dean Henderson, Sam Johnson, Nick Pope, but no Jordan Pickford. Is he injured?
He's injured. Yeah, he's injured. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
we all got our hopes up, didn't we?
We'll do well. We'll do well now. We'll do well. So in defense, we have Connor Cody, Eric Dyer. Don't know how he's in the team. Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, well deserved. John Stones, Kieran Trippier, and Kyle Walker's back. Trippier? Bloody hell. He always loves the Trippier, man. And in midfield, we've got Jude Bellingham. I don't rate him. I mean, like, he's a good player, but England, I mean, he's under 23 worthy. Sorry, mate. Phil Foden, Jesse Lingard, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse. Thank God he got picked. I mean, like in the 89th minute, and we're drawing, and we need a free kick taker. Bring him on, to let him take it. He'll score. We've got Calvert-Lewin in for forwards. We've got Captain Kane. Of course, he's playing. Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, Ollie Watkins, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So someone tell me, where is Jack Grealish? Is he injured?
Injured, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was back this week.
I think he started training, but it's too early to put him in the England camp. He needs a couple more weeks.
Okay, so I mean, people getting pissed in the comments for saying no Wan-Bissaka, no Trent, but I don't think Trent deserve it. No Maddison. Lingard back. Jay Lings is back, but yeah, I mean, like, who was missed out? I think, as Omar said here, Bamford deserved to be in the team. Honestly, who else is there missed out? I don't know how Eric Dyer always gets picked, but are you going to take over him? Is Lewis Dunk? Did I say Lewis Dunk?
Nah.
Where's Lewis Dunk? He's a set piece threat as well. Lewis Dunk for Trippier or Dyer. He loves Dyer for some reason. Yeah, I swear, if he plays that stupid 5-back with Trippier on each wing, oh my God, it's going to piss me off. You know what I mean?
No.
And Konsa. Yeah, I mean, bro, I could easily manage this.
Is Mings? Did he say Mings?
Yeah, Mings got picked, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like Mings. Is Henderson in or is he still injured?
He's
Jordan's
out. He's out for the rest of the
but
season, so he's
Keane's
not going to be. He's not going to be fit.
Matty Cash deserves to be in it. I agree. Trippier out for Tavernier. This ain't FIFA, bro, but yeah, I agree. Do you know what's there? Wait, is Ryan Kent English?
Yeah.
Or is he
Yeah.
Scottish? Oh, okay.
No, he's English. He's English.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying, why didn't he get picked? You know, the ones he just won the league. All right, lads. Yeah. So, Abdi, thoughts on the 23-man squad?
I think South is a bit of a weird one. I think Southgate's like there's a few new players, new players in there. I think he's gonna try. I think he will experiment. I don't think this is his Euro squad. I think he's just trying new things out, I guess. So yeah, Ollie Watkins. I think Bamford should have gotten in definitely. But yeah, when you're seeing like 3, 4, 5 new players, I think he's just gonna try something different. Hopefully he plays 4 at the back or something. I don't want to see 5 at the back, 3 centre-halves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, what you'll do, you'll play Maguire, Dyer, and Stones at the back, with Chilwell, Trippier in the wing, and in the midfield we'll play Rice and who else is there? And someone stiff, Rice, and probably I don't know, move Dyer further forward. Then he'll put Kane up front with Rashford and Sterling on the wing, and in the 10 he'll probably put Mason Mount or some crap like that. He'll do that. So yeah, exactly. Southgate is a trash manager. Exactly. Trent is out because he's been playing bad, not because he's been rested for Jurgen. Yeah, he's been poor. He's been poor.
It's there was sources coming up from the club saying young Klopp. He said it at the start of March, but like any player that is going to go to his national team and they're going to go into like a red zone country, he said you're not going to go. So it's not just Trent. There's a lot of Liverpool players that aren't going on international duty.
Okay.
And yeah, and add to that, you said he's been playing poorly. I think overall this season, yes, but I think since the Manchester City game, he's been playing really well. Against Wolves, he was arguably man of the match. Against both Leipzig, home and away, he was really good as well. And it's a bit hypocritical, I think, when Southgate's saying, "Oh, Trent's kind of dipped in form this season." When you're picking Dyer, you're picking Trippier, who's not played football in 10 weeks or something. So I can understand if you want to give Trent a rest, try and get him remotivated for the Euros, fine. Yeah. But if you're going to pick a load of players, Jesse Lingard, yes, since he's joined West Ham has been unbelievable, but it's been like 5 weeks. So his squad is just all over the place. If you're going to say one thing, at least be consistent with it.
It's a mix of people who's on form now versus people who's been on form versus people who just have a big name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I think. No Sancho in the team. I don't think Sancho's in the team. Nope. I can't lie. 3-4-3 with fullbacks is needed because realistically, the attack of Germans and France, etc., will destroy 4 at the back for England. I mean, playing 3 at the back will be open as well. I mean, like if you play a good 2 as a centre back pairing, like honestly, my thoughts, Maguire. All right, cool. You've done your thing for United this season, sort of. But you can't be playing against bloody Kingsley Coman and Serge Gnabry against pace.
Mbappe, I mean? Oh my days.
Mbappe against Maguire, yeah, safe, man. You know what I mean? Just, do you know what I mean? Boys, I don't know what else to say, man. I swear. Exactly. Even Giroud is faster than Maguire, I think. You know the ones there. But it is what it is, man. France's team looks a bit peak as well, but they somehow leave out Lacazette when he's got more goals and assists than Martial and Giroud combined. But anyway, that's enough for the possession-based podcast. You know the ones there. I don't want to be any more controversial. We're going to nip it about there. We'll be back Sunday. Sunday at 8. We'll have more guests on. It'll be even more liver. It'll be actually jokes. I can't wait for Sunday. But
yeah, I can't wait.
I can't wait. It'll be something special. Like fuck yeah, I'm gassed. But I've been drawn by Dre. This has been my G. Abdi, I'll get better at this and that because it's inverted cameras. But he's been Abdi. Make sure you check out his channel as well. And yeah, thanks for watching, people. I'll catch you on Sunday in a bit. 1.
Peace.